A Bouquet of Industrial Fresh Flowers by Mavis-Christine Bedford. It's an account of happenings in the train from Flanders Station, Lille, France, through the killing fields of Flanders to Saint-Amand-les-Eaux. This account is the basis of a book on goodwill. It took place the 15th of February, 2015 AD. A bouquet of industrial fresh flowers was travelling in the train, in the hands of a tipsy black man suffering in sentimental pain from Flanders Station to Saint-Amand-les-Eaux. He was to get out at FRETIN, but he couldn't find the door, so he slobbed around the train with his withered bouquet till he came to the stance within the scope of my trance and pressed on the button on the wrong side of the train. Oh my goodness me, oh my goodness me, his hand is clasped within the gap. He is a prisoner of his act. On the wrong side of the doors, in fact. His pain was stifled in his breast, and he did his best not to shout out loud, and he didn't. Two young white men in goodwill came to his rescue. They pulled on his arm to make sure that it was worth the while to pull on the chains hanging down. They both gave a frown. But they did it anyway, on both sides of the train. We are our brother's keeper. The train did come to a halt, and the girl opposite gave a sigh, for she had caught this train through the skin of her teeth. She had only been through a bomb scare, making her run breathless 40 minutes behind schedule for the taxi awaiting in TEMPLEUVE. Aha, here come the guardians of the train to investigate who pulled the chain. But they looked around everyone standing around and the gap in the door where no one was to be found. Messrs. Goodwill proffered an explanation to the driver and his crew, who turned around quickly and drew an immediate conclusion to the event, checked that his hand was not bent, and decided to start the train again, to the relief of everybody on the train. From Flanders Station via Saint-Amand-les-Eaux to JEUMONT. In the meantime, the young woman upstairs had found the bouquet of industrial fresh flowers at her feet and decided very neat to pull them together and return them to their owner. She hastened him to come to get them, and he did, tripping and slipping on every stair, then slithering down in one go. The next station was FRETIN. The guardians of the train came back to make sure that he would get out. They guided him towards the open doors, but once out he wanted to come back. I tried to tell them he wanted his wicker vase, but she raised her leg and gave him a shove to the other side of the platform to save his life, but he protested that his wife would kill him. The train went underway when a group dressed up for the carnival invaded my carriage. They were in great flurry to find a missing member, perhaps left smoking on the platform in FRETIN. I decided that FRETIN must be a marvellous place for lost souls, and went back to my problem of how to know when we would reach Saint-Amand-les-Eaux in the dark. Although I knew it was the 5th station, more or less, I found I was incapable of counting up to 5 in this train. I couldn't check in relation to timing, as time was running loose. I didn't think it was worthwhile pulling on the chains at both sides, but I did want to know where I was and when I would arrive. When in burst the guardians and saved my life, as the next stop was mine, and that was a fact. But who was going to open the door? As not being automatic, it had, I deplore, clasped the hands of a tipsy black man who suffered in silence, but cried out in sentimental pain that his wife would kill him. For that I have no claim. A man who had been sleeping all the while leaned over and opened the door, through which I escaped uninjured and filled with grace and gratitude to have been witness to. Fear, pain, relief, generosity, gratitude, soft brutality, friendship, solidarity, love and goodwill between Flanders Station and Saint-Amand-les-Eaux, the 15th of February 2015 AD.